good to go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. And our meditation this morning is going to be on decision making, meditation on decision making. Every time we think, every time we take an action, every time we speak, there are intentions and decisions that we make prior to that action. One of the things you learn from meditation is that normally we think of action just as physical actions. But as you practice meditation, you begin to see that your words are also actions because your words have a force. Your words affect other people. And then at an even more subtle level, so do your thoughts. Your thoughts affect obviously yourself, but they also affect others because your thoughts lead to your self-talk, lead to what's going on in your mind, lead to your actions. And so decision making is, what am I going to physically choose today to do? What am I going to physically choose to do? But decision making also plays into deciding what you're going to say, and at a more subtle level, what you're going to think. Or, because we sometimes can't always control our thoughts, which thoughts I'm going to give energy to, which thoughts I'm going to focus on. And one of the great things about meditation is it puts you in tune with a sense of peace and calmness. And that ability to sit and meditate and find that stillness and peace gives you a really, really wonderful reference point for the decisions you do make. Having that peace and calmness is like a beautiful still lake. And so then anything that you decide to do, any decisions you make, let's say it's like dropping little pebbles in the lake, then if you have a really still lake, then every little pebble you drop, every little decision you make, you can take a look at how it's rippling. And that's akin to really feeling how decisions are feeling for you. And one thing that we have as human beings is our conscience, our conscience. And so there's a relationship between that stillness and peace that you can feel during your meditation that you bring forward and the feeling of conscience. So we're taught, or it comes intuitively as children, if you do something that you know in your heart is wrong, you have a guilty conscience, and that doesn't feel good. I remember being a child and lying or doing something I knew I wasn't supposed to do, and that feeling of being guilty, having a guilty conscience. And it's the same as having no peace of mind. So the peace of mind is gone when there's a guilty conscience. It's like having a little thorn in your foot. It's always there and it's nagging at you. And so as adults, as life becomes more complex, we might have pushed away our sense of conscience, or we kind of lose touch with it. And so meditation helps us to reconnect with that deep feeling of peace, that feeling of being at peace with ourselves and our decisions, and nurturing that so that we can take a look and get a feeling about the things we want to do or the options we're presented with. And the feeling we're looking for in our decisions is really, we're looking at our intentions. So there's a famous saying from the Bhagavad Gita that we have a right to action, but not to the results of the action, because ultimately we can't control the universe. We can't control the effects, what we do. We can't control every effect that has. But what we can control is our intention. So we think as well as we can, or we look at a situation and assess it, what might happen, and we can evaluate those things. but ultimately we can't control what's going to happen. Other factors may be at play, whether you want to call it other people's karma or the world situation or things you can't even see or assess. So we can't always control the results, but we can take a really good look at our intentions. And when looking at those intentions, when we make a decision, the feelings we're looking for are, that good feeling inside ourselves. And a little more specifically, you might say your self-esteem, like your feeling about yourself feels good with certain decisions. And that the decision that really feels good may not always be the easiest decision. It may not be the most pleasant decision. It may not involve the most pleasure. It may be rooted more in a feeling of duty, in a feeling of real responsibility for something, than it does, okay, what's going to make me feel the best. So oftentimes in life, that the decision, let's say not the best decision, but the decision that's really going to resonate the most strongly with your heart and with feeling good about yourself is the choice that really challenges your ego or helps you to step out of your ego. Because if we're just totally rooted in ourselves and our own pleasure, then it's just about me, my ego. What do I want? What's going to feel best for me? What do I think is going to make me happiest? And that really narrow view of life is a situation where we're constantly having to learn very basic life lessons because our ego is just bashing around like a bumper car and we're just bouncing into everything, and it's all about me, and life needs to teach us more than that. So we're constantly getting these hard-hitting lessons. Whereas when you get into meditation, find some peace inside yourself, then you can look at a given situation, and this is the technique that we'll do today. We'll look at a given situation, and the effort is going to be to shift your point of view from just the me point of view. Me, how's this situation going to affect me? Try to lift up above that and get a big picture and try and expand your point of view and identify with other people in the situation. And that's going to bring in energy like empathy, forgiveness. It's going to give you more clarity. And through meditation and expanding your point of view, you'll find you can start to make decisions that, even though they're not easy decisions, even though they're not the most pleasant or the most pleasurable decisions, they are the decisions that really give you a strong feeling of self-esteem, that make you feel good about yourself at a really deep level. And so that's what we're shooting for, is to be making decisions that make us really proud to be the person we are. Yeah, so decision making. All right, so let's go into our meditation. We'll begin with energizing. And as I said, once we get into the depths of our meditation, we'll do an exercise where we take meditation, and I'll do some verbal guidance where you can apply your situation on your own. You're not telling anybody else about it. And you can apply the meditation to a situation you're looking at or dealing with. Or if there's nothing you're currently needing to decide about, you can reflect back on a decision you really feel proud of that you've made in your life, and kind of go back and just re-enjoy that decision that you made using these same techniques. Let's begin with energizing a little bit. So sitting up nice and straight, spine as straight as is comfortable. And opening and closing the jaw a few times. Then side to side. Open your eyes wide, close them tight, wide, tight. One more, wide, tight. Then just relaxed, open, fingers wide. So bring our arms up to your back muscles. Energizing, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Chest lifts and opens. Inhale, fingers go wide. Exhale, Squeeze into a tight fist. Feel the muscles in your forearms. Flex your biceps, chest muscles. Inhale wide. Exhale. Inhale wide. Exhale. Now arms out straight. Again, don't do anything that's not comfortable. Now arms straight out. Inhale, again, fingers wide. Exhale, squeeze. Feel your abdominals engaging on the exhalation. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, draw the belly in, squeeze the fingers. Shut all the stagnant air. Inhale. And then this exhale, hands to your thighs, palms down. And you can slide your palms on your thighs during the shoulder rolls. So inhale, shoulders come forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back and down. One more. Good. Now moving into conscious relaxation. Lean back a little bit, a little more relaxation. Let your eyelids gently close, or you're welcome to keep them open, your choice. As you breathe in, become aware of the muscles in your forehead and around your eyes. As you exhale, let those muscles release and relax. Inhale, awareness of the muscles in your cheeks and jaw. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, feel your chest expanding, rib cage expanding on your inhale, lungs expand. Exhale, feeling a release, a relaxation in those muscle groups, also in your physical heart. Let's move our awareness now to our back body. We normally feel or think mainly about the front of our body. Move your awareness to your back body, behind your heart, in between the shoulder blades. Here on the inhale, you're feeling an expansion of your shoulder blades, your rib cage, your back ribs are opening. And on the exhale, feel a wave of relaxation down your spine. Be sure to feel that release through your low spine, your low back muscles. Keeping the awareness in our back body. Now move your awareness into your low back. And as you breathe in, feel an expansion, not just of your belly, which happens naturally, But feel that expansion in your low back, creating space. On the exhalation, release muscles in the low back and all the way down into your tailbone, your hips, pelvis. Your next inhale, bring awareness back up the front body into your heart. And on your next inhale, up into your eyes. Hold your eyes still, gaze into the back of your eyelids. Just enjoy experiencing light in its pure form, shapes, colors. Slow down your breathing as much as is comfortable. Concentration on light and breath. Now we'll do our meditation on decision making, and we'll begin with a little mantra or a little intention setting. And the intention setting or the mantra is, I want to be proud of my decision. And you can also augment this by feeling or imagining someone who you really respect and you would want to tell them about this decision that you made. So either just feeling proud of yourself, or if there's someone who you really respect, that you would be proud to tell them about your decision. So try to find that feeling, personal pride in a decision. We haven't made our decision yet, but that's the intention, to feel that, be honored by your own decision. Now we'll go into the specific decision. So you can either choose a decision you're currently having to make, or if you're not having to currently make a decision you want to do a meditation on, you'll do the same meditation, but just on a decision that you have made that you're very proud of, to reinforce that feeling and to honor how you made that decision. So begin by visualizing, feeling, imagining the situation, the circumstances, the people involved in the current decision you're needing to make. And you can either visualize like all those people are in one room, or the main people. There may be, it may ripple to more and more people, but choose like the few main characters in this decision that you're needing to make. The most important characters. Again, you could either see them all in a room, or envision it like a play, or maybe you can feel it or another way. and see yourself in that group of people. Now, as you look at this group of people, intuitively, you'll begin to feel that there's probably one person who is most affected, who you care most about in this scenario. They're the most affected. So focus in on that person for a moment, or animal, or whatever your decision's involving. Now it starts to become much more specific to your situation. But a couple things that we're going to do. First is, now imagine you're switching places with the other person. What kind of decision would you want yourself to make if you were on the receiving end? What decision would you want someone else to make? Again, we're not looking for the happiest decision or the most pleasant or pleasurable. We're looking for the decision that resonates most deeply. Now, another way, come back into your point of view. So whoever your decision's affecting. And now imagine that you are the grandparent or the parent of the person being affected by your decision. What would you, as the grandparent or parent, someone who loves that person, hope you would choose? That was your child, grandchild, and someone was making a decision that would affect them. What decision would you hope? What feeling behind the decision would you hope would motivate the person making the decision? And now a third technique, either resonating from these visualizations we've done or something else deep inside you. Is there a universal principle or maxim that you feel this situation calls for? For example, it would be wrong to tell a lie, or I don't want to harm somebody. So that even though it's not a pleasant decision or a easy decision, that universal principle, moral principle, is going to be your bedrock for making a challenging decision. So again, the three we used once we got into the visualization are, first of all, put yourself in the other person's shoes, person who's going to be affected by your decision. What would you hope would be chosen or decision made? That was one. The second one was to visualize that you're the parent or grandparent of the person being affected by the decision. What would you hope that other person would do that would affect this person you love so deeply? And the third, does the situation call up for you a universal principle or moral or ethical principle that in the core of your being you can stand on to make challenging decisions? If you are dealing with a situation currently, you will probably want to go from the meditation, right, to doing a little journaling or sketching or getting in some form, tangible physical form, this feeling you have right now. Because with this clarity, there's probably strong resolve. And so if you give it some form in the physical, journaling or writing or but however you want to do it, or turn around and take the action, you'll have good strong will right now and energy, because you have the peace of mind and the clarity of mind right now. And also resonate into this feeling, this clarity, this feeling of pride in a decision, strong self-esteem about what you're choosing, and get strong in that feeling, knowing that this decision will bring up this feeling, which is a great feeling. Okay, and then slowly bring yourself out of meditation at your own pace. It's been an honor practicing meditation with everyone and doing this meditation on decision making. The light within me bows to and respects the light in each of you. Peace, peace.